Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today what I want to talk to you about is my January favorites. I know I'm kind of a little late to the party, but with so many new releases of different type of makeup coming out, there were other videos I wanted to put out first. But anyway, you know what, even before we get into that, today I just noticed that we already hit 51 subscribers, and I'm actually really happy about that. To some people it might not seem like a lot. To me, it was kind of more than I expected, my first month being back on YouTube. So I'm really happy about this. I want to say welcome to anybody who's new. I'm Priscilla, and what I want to say is that I've already been giving this some thought, and what I want to do is when we hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. And again, like I said, I feel like in a month 51 subscribers is just a lot of people, and I'm really happy about this. So yeah, by the time we hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so I hope you do stick around for that. And now, without further ado, let's get into the monthly favorites of mine. So first and foremost, I want to talk about my just like favorite blow dryer, which yes, I am a Swamp family member, and for anybody who doesn't know, that's Graveyard Girl, aka Bunny, and her channel here on YouTube is Graveyard Girl. And I have been a huge fan of this blow dryer ever since getting it. I got it the first day it went up for sale. I've gone through plenty of blow dryers, and this one is just freaking amazing. It's not very expensive, but it's extremely well made. This was her collaboration with Bellamy Hair, and I'm freaking excited about it. First of all, I gotta love the way it looks. If you're a Swamp family member, you know all about the gator and what that's all about. But it performs incredibly well. It actually has literally cut my hair drying time down in half, which I'm very happy about, because no one wants to spend too much time applying really high heat to their hair and doing any more damage than absolutely necessary. Even though most of the time I will try to make sure that I air dry my hair before going in with the dryer, but even if I have to go in with my hair pretty damp, this will still get it done in half the time of any blow dryer I've had before. So really incredible dryer. And also really quickly, I'm gonna go through my two flat irons that I have. Not exactly even sure why I have two, but I kind of go back and forth on them, but I think they're both incredible. I have the KQC flat iron, and I also have a Numi flat iron. Yeah, I think they both work great. They both do what they're supposed to do. I can curl my hair with them, straighten my hair with them. They both work pretty well. The KQC my husband bought for me, wow, about 5 years ago now. 5 or 6 years, maybe even longer. Holy monkey. Probably about 7 or 8 years ago now is when I got the KQC, this very one. And I've had it ever since. It still performs incredibly well, still heats up and does everything it's supposed to. And the Numi is probably about 5 or 6 years old and still performs incredibly well. So no issues with either one of these. I think they both work great. I would recommend either one. Okay, so I have two L'Oreal products here. And one of them is the new Air Dry It Wave Swept Spray, heat-free style, frizz-resistant, flexible hold spray for all hair types. I love this one for any time I'm going to be washing my hair at night before I go to bed, and I don't plan on blow drying or straightening or anything. I can spray this into my hair, wrap my hair up in a towel, and, you know, kind of twist it the way you do, let it dry that way for a little bit, and then just go to sleep. By the time I wake up, I actually have some really nice waves in my hair. Also, if I braid it a little bit, and after I've sprayed this and brushed it through and I braid it, depending on how tight or how loosely you do the braid, you can actually get more of a wavy look to it, almost a curly look, and I really think that it looks great like that. This one is the L'Oreal Blow Dry It Quick Dry Primer Spray. Cuts dry time and heat protectant. So again, before I'm going to go on with my blow dryer, before I'm going to go on with any of my flat irons, I like to use this. First of all, L'Oreal's sprays smell incredible. So even if it's like second or third day hair and I'm not even going to use any heat styling tools on my hair, I like to spray this in it just because it has such a really nice soft scent that lingers. It really lasts. So anytime you kind of like move your head or shake your head around, you'll get a whiff of that scent and it just smells so good. But yeah, so as far as this goes, as a heat protectant, as a primer for your hair before going in with any heat styling tools, absolutely love it. I think it's great. It smells great and it gets the job done, and couldn't ask for anything more. I also have the Tresemme Repair and Protect 7 with biotin. Now this one is also a pre-styling spray. This one actually has a really nice scent to it too. I forgot how much I love this one too. Okay, sorry, but this one, as you know, it says here repair and protect. I feel like when I'm done doing my hair after having sprayed this in it, which I use it in conjunction with this one, so I'll spray this one first and go on with this one, or you know, vice versa. I'll spray one first and then the other, but I will definitely always use these two together. I feel like after I'm done using this one, it will help that so that my hair doesn't look as dry. It will help so that it like seals your split ends so they don't look all wild and crazy. I don't for one second believe that I no longer have split ends because I'm using it, but you know, it does definitely seal your split ends. So when you're done straightening your hair or styling your hair or anything like that, where before you would have visibly noticed split ends, you no longer will after using this, or at least they will be greatly reduced. Next, I want to quickly go into the lotions that I use for body care. Now this one right here, this is a 24-hour intense hydrating shea body butter from Tree Hut, and this one is called Brazilian Nut. Now first of all, oh my god, the smell of this, even though it just says Brazilian Nut, this smells like a glazed donut, like a chocolate glazed donut. I even had my husband smell this, and my husband's reaction was like, that smells so good. He's like, but it smells like there's layers to it. And I couldn't imagine a more exact or perfect description of this. There is a layer to the scent, but aside from smelling absolutely delicious. And what I think is funny, I just read this the other day and it was so funny to me, and it's like, even though Tree Hut products smell good enough to eat, they're for external use only. And I thought that was hilarious because I always thought to myself, I would totally eat this if I could. It smells that good. But aside from smelling really good, this performs really well. I've mentioned in other videos before, I have eczema. I have extremely dry winter skin, and it's sometimes difficult for me to find lotions and products to my specific needs and my specific preferences because I'm really picky about it. I want something thick. I want something that will moisturize for 24 hours or more, but I don't want it so thick that it just sits on the skin and feels slippery and greasy, but I don't want it so thin that it just feels watery and then kind of evaporates into nothing the minute you rub it into your skin. So this, it just hit the nail on the head for me. It definitely is thick enough that it will coat your skin, but it absorbs really well. I like to use this when I get directly out of the shower and I've just kind of towel dried my skin, and I just kind of tap my skin to keep it kind of damp, and by the time I go on with this, it will help it absorb even more into my skin, and it just feels amazing. Then I have this one here. This is from the Up and Up brand at Target, and this is the Extra Healing Ultra Dry Skin Moisturizer. Repairs and heals extra dry skin with vitamin C, E, and probe vitamin B5. I freaking love this stuff. And if there's ever a day I'm in a rush and I don't have time for all the different lotion steps that I have, because I'm a weirdo and I kind of have like a different cream or a lotion for different parts of my body because I feel like they all have different benefits where I'm putting them. So if I don't have the time and I'm in a rush and I really need to get everything slathered on and moisturized and out the door, that's what I'll use this for. Like even for my face, which I'm gonna skip a bunch of stuff right here and jump to this. Usually what I like to use on my face are two different products. So I have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel with hyaluronic acid. This gives me so much more moisture and hydration to my skin, especially in a winter like this where everything has been extremely dry. My skin has been extremely dry to the point where I'll get flakes and dry patches. And then I'll go over it with the Equate Beauty Reviving Anti-Wrinkle and Firming Moisturizer. I'll go over it with this, and I'll have just the perfect amount of hydration. They're both, you know, products that were meant for your face, so I love using those two together. Again, when I'm rushing out the door and I don't have enough time for all the separate steps that I usually like to do, I will use this from my forehead, cover my whole face, down to my toes. I will cover my whole body in just this stuff, and I think it does, you know, a great job as, you know, like a whole body lotion, especially when you're in a rush and you're kind of on the go. Okay, let's move on to facial cleansers. Now, facial cleansers is going to be pretty quick and easy because I only have two, and these are these two right here. So, I have the Equate Beauty Pink Grapefruit Foaming Acne Scrub with salicylic acid in it. I do not use this one daily because of the salicylic acid. I don't want it to dry out my skin much more than it already is, but it does help fight acne and prevent acne. So I'll use it every other day or every 2 days. Now this one is pretty new, but I've been using it long enough that it has definitely already become a favorite. This is the Yes 2 Coconut Ultra Hydrating for Dry Skin Energizing Coffee 2-in-1 Scrub and Cleanser Stick. That's this here. Twist off cap there. That's what the product looks like in there. So it's got like these little, I don't know if they're actually coffee granules or if it's just something else, but they have these little scrubbies in there. So you take it, you kind of rub it all over your face to get like that exfoliation action going on. And then you would take your hands and then get it to foam up on your face, and then you cleanse it that way. When I rotate my cleansers, this is definitely heavily in the rotation, and I use it several times a week, every week. Now, what I also use, I don't know if anyone has seen the video I posted before, a review on these brushes, but this is my absolute favorite brush to use when, oh, sorry, it's still a little wet actually. This is my favorite brush to use when I'm using any one of my facial cleansers. This little freaking guy is amazing. It's so incredibly soft, but it still helps to buff the cleanser into your skin. It still helps to exfoliate. It does it without any micro abrasions. It does not hurt the skin. I can even get right up under my eyes and sweep across and still get that exfoliating feeling without damaging or hurting the skin in any way, shape, or form. For anyone who did not see the other video, yes, I have a Clarisonic. Yes, I have several other tools. This one just so happened to end up being my favorite. And the little dual kit that I have here was like $8, so you can't go wrong, but it's definitely a favorite in my skincare routine. Now, at the time that I did the review for this, I'd only used this brush once. I hadn't used it very much, but since then I have used it several times. And I love this brush just as much as I love the other one. It cleans, it does apply the facial masks very evenly, very quickly. It cleans off very easily, and I think it's perfect now for masking. And now that we're speaking of masks, I've been enjoying a whole lot the Freeman brand masks that I've been picking up. They have a lot of different ones. Here I have the avocado and oatmeal clay mask. I also have here the clearing sweet tea and lemon peel off clay mask. And I even have one that I've been buying for my husband. And this is the pore cleansing volcanic ash peel off gel mask. There are a few other Freeman ones that I've tried. These are the two I just have on hand right now. But out of all the ones I've tried, this one here has been my absolute favorite so far. One more time, it's the sweet tea and lemon peel off clay mask. Instantly removes impurities and tones for radiant skin. Now here's the thing. This one doesn't even specify that it also hydrates, but it does. And I mean, my skin felt so incredibly hydrated and so soft that I actually forgot to put on a a facial lotion afterwards. Even though I keep trying different ones because they keep coming out with different ones and you're always curious how they'll perform, they all perform really well. This has just been my favorite. I have the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is the waterproof one. I clearly need to go buy a new one. And then moving on to toners. I have this toner here by the Up and Up brand. This is a deep clean toner with salicylic acid acne treatment in it, so I use this one sparingly, but I think it works really well. The only reason I don't use it more often is because of the salicylic acid, and like I mentioned before, I don't want to dry out my skin any more than necessary. But one that I do like to use, and this is a fairly new bottle, so it doesn't look like I've used it a lot, but it's the L'Oreal Dermal Expertise Hydra Fresh Toner, alcohol free. This stuff, like after I've used the salicylic acid cleaner on my skin in the shower and I come out and put this stuff, anybody who's used cleaners like that will know it kind of gives your skin a tight, dry feeling. This one really does instantly refresh your skin and leaves your skin feeling hydrated and soft. These are my favorite lashes ever. And these are the Kiss True Volume lashes in Ritzy Natural Black. Let's see, lip glosses. My favorite has been the MAC Viva Glam 5 lip gloss, just a nudie lip gloss, and the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip Kathleen Lights in Moonchild. I've been loving that one. And then as far as the last lip products go, my absolute favorite two formulas for matte liquid lips has been the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. And the color I've liked a lot. I have a couple, but this one is in Ruler, and I've surprisingly liked that one a lot more than I thought I would. I let my daughter pick that color, and bless her, that's a beautiful color. And also the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Lip in Scarlet Letter. Man, this is a gorgeous freaking color. The formula, I have talked about this before, but it feels like you're putting a liquid on your lips, like you're just putting a cool liquid on your lips, and then it dries down almost instantly, and then it feels like there's nothing on your lips, and it lasts an incredibly long amount of time. What else? Oh, last thing for the lips is this Beauty Treats Sugar Lip Scrub, all natural lip scrub in Cranberry. So I've been liking that one a lot. Most times I actually just lick that off my lips. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to or if you're allowed to, but it's what I've been doing, so there's that. As far as lashes go, the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof in Blackest Black has been my go-to mascara. Let's see, as far as beauty blenders go, once upon a time, I would have automatically said the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, but I have an issue with these now, and this is probably going to be an upcoming video because I'm a little confused by something and I'm going to need some opinions on this, so we're going to come back to that pretty soon. But for now, I have two of them. It is the Flower Beauty Blender and the Echo Tools, which I'm sorry, that's kind of dirty. I used that one today. So these are my two favorite beauty sponges right now, Echo Tools and the Flower Beauty Sponge. As far as foundation goes, it is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation, and the color is 220 Natural Beige. So that's been my favorite. Here's another favorite that I now have an issue with. It's the WetnWild MegaCushion Foundation, also in Natural Beige. I love this. I love it, I love it, I love it. And it has been my go-to for the month of January. The problem is that it's already run out. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I realize that cushion foundations have a little less product than other foundations you'll get in a bottle or anything, but how fast that ran out. I mean, I think I discovered this the second week of January, and I do not wear makeup every single day. There are some days I'll go without wearing a stitch of makeup at all. And because I've been testing out other foundations here and there, this is not even one that, you know, as much as I reached for it, it's not one that I was able to go for every single time I did my makeup because I was trying out other ones in between. But so for it to have already run out in that amount of time, I'm just really bothered by that. And even though I love it as much as I do, and even though it is still relatively cheap, I'm not sure that I want to continue to buy a product that I run through that fast. I think I'm going to buy just one more of them and give it one more shot, and if it happens again, I think I'm going to be done with it. But for the purposes of this video, this was a favorite for January. As far as concealers go, I have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in number 20 Sands, and also the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind eraser for dark circles in medium. What is this? And yeah, in medium. Also, keeping up with eyes, I have the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl in black. I didn't think a pencil really could be waterproof, and usually any pencil that I put into my waterline will fade throughout the day, so, and I kind of expect them all to. This one actually does last. I'm shocked. It really does. So when they say waterproof, I believe it. Get stuck there for a minute. Okay, so also for eyes, the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in black, or black is black, just black. Now that's a liquid liner. So as far as gel liners, it's the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner. I actually have two of them. I have one in the color charcoal, and then I have the other one in black is black. I like the charcoal one for days where I kind of want a wing, but I want something softer and a little more subtle. And then I have the black is black for days that I just want that intense pow in your face, you know, liner going on there. And last but not least, for the eyes, I have the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. I like my natural brows a lot. I don't really like to do too much with them or mess with them too much, but I do like this for filling them in and just making them look a little more, you know, well kept. And making them look a little more even, because this one tends to be a little bit more sparse and the shape of it is a little bit off from this one. So I do my best, but I don't mess with my brows too much, because I actually am probably one of the very few people who love my natural brows exactly the way they are. Okay, moving on to, what are we moving on to? Let's move on to setting powder, because I only have one, and it's the Maybelline Fit Me 25 in medium loose finishing powder. And again, nothing here is sponsored or anything. It's just my own personal opinion. I just realized now that there's a lot of Maybelline products going around here, but I just really love them that much. So that setting powder, I like to use it I like to use it loosely to set around the perimeters of my face. I don't really touch the center of my face too much, and if I do set anything lightly under my eyes, which I forgot to bring this one out, I'll use the WetnWild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, and I will use the lighter shade to set under my eyes. And for blush, I have two of them. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me blush in Deep Wine. So actually, let me open this up and put that there. And then I have here the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party, and it looks like that. This is the one that I use 95% of the time. I absolutely love this color a lot. I feel like it goes with pretty much any look, any style, anything you have going on in your face. When I first got it, I swatched it on my hand and didn't even think it showed up on me. And then once I went in with my brush and brushed it over my cheeks, I saw the light wash of color. It is buildable, so you can go even darker. And I absolutely fell in love, and I haven't stopped using it since. Okay, let's move on to highlighters. So I have this e.l.f. highlighter that's called the Shimmer Highlighting Powder, and this is in the color Starlight Glow. And that's what that looks like there. I absolutely love this. It is like, I don't know, a pale, nudie glow of a highlight. You can either put it on and make it look nice and soft, or you can, you know, really build it up and make it look nice and, you know, strong. But whether you use it soft or light, you can really make it work with almost every skin tone, and it looks beautiful. And here's something I never really hear people talk about, but this is the Essence Light Up Your Face Luminizer palette, and it's these three colors here. And one I have on my face today right now, which is this super like almost matte looking color right here. I assure you it is not matte, but it does give that very healthy lit from within glow everyone likes to talk about. I feel like I genuinely get that from this color here. It is a satin, like an almost like hidden satiny finish look. I don't even know how to describe it properly, because I looked at it when I first bought it. I opened it up and I'm like, what the hell, they put a matte highlight in here, what is that? But there is the most like just the hints, like well hidden hint of glow in there. And if you put it on the right way and you let it hit the right spots, when you have a full matte face going on and you add this as your highlight, it doesn't completely negate all the matte, you know, look, the full matte look you have going on, but it adds something so subtle and so beautiful that I love it. The other two in the palette are really nice. This one's though, and the center is a little more pinky and it has more glitter flecks in it, and then this one's more of a traditional full satin finish. But although I like them all, that very first shade, again, for a matte look that you're keeping, you know, very subtle and very light, I love that for that. Let's see, really quickly I'm going to talk about my brush cleanser. So here's the deal. I've had this Japanese solid brush cleanser for the longest, and you'll be able to see right now. Yeah, that sucker's almost empty. I think this brush cleanser is about $20 in Ulta, which is where I got it from. Sometimes they'll have sales going on. You can get like 2 for 1 or some other combination of sale going on there. But it's almost gone now, and I kind of want to move on and see if I can find anything else. And absolutely last but not least, I have these two. Oops, this one's backwards, sorry. So I have these two. I got these 99 cents each on eBay, and I use them to clean my makeup brushes, and they are just silicone little scrubbies that you can use to run your brush over to deep clean them. I think they're great. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. They're a hell of a lot cheaper than those other ones that you'll find in stores or that some other name brands would like to put out, but they're the exact same thing. They serve the same purpose. They, you know, get your brushes clean. So I see no reason to kind of really go crazy and spending the amount of money these stores are charging when you can go on eBay and kind of get the same thing for a hell of a lot less. And oh, truly last but not least is my favorite palette of the month of January has been the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. I got it around Christmas time, and I haven't really stopped using it since. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. It's just been a favorite of mine. And I have tested out and used a bunch of other what do you call them, things, palettes and everything else. I've certainly got a lot of them lately, which I love. I do really like all of my palettes, but that's just been a favorite. There's so many colors in there. There's so many options and so many looks that can be done. And if anyone saw the very first video I did where I used that palette, the greens in there just keep calling my name, and I go back to those so much. So that has just been my favorite palette, and I think miraculously enough I have managed to cover everything. I really hope this video was not a million years long. I'm so sorry if it is, but if you have made it this far, then thank you so much. I really appreciate you sitting here with me through this video. I was really excited to do this, and I think I might have just pulled one too many items, and I'm so sorry if I did. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sitting with me through this video. If you haven't already, then please subscribe. If you are subscribed, then please hit the notification bell so you can be notified any and every time that I upload. Also, if you did like this video and you did like any of the things that I mentioned, then please hit the like button down below so that it'll help me further create content in the future. Also, don't forget about the 100 subscriber giveaway. Hopefully we hit that mark soon and we can get that giveaway up and running. And that's all I have for you today. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, bye-bye.